Hey everybody, I'm Shawn, Drover from Act of Defiance.
And I'm Broderick, and you're colliding with Yell Magazine.
Well, first of all, congratulations on an absolute shredder. It's a wicked album.
Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it.
And then looking back, it seems like no sooner than you announced your removal from Megadeth that this album was out. How much material was already there?
Not much. I don't think anything on Shawn's behalf. I had a few ideas that I had from previous years, but it was probably on my behalf less than 20%.
Okay.
Something like that. So.
Okay. Of that less than 20%, how much of it was like rejected material?
Well, I don't know if any of it was rejected.
Okay.
Any of it was
Okay.
rejected.
Okay.
Or
It's like,
was any of it submitted?
yeah, some of it was submitted, but
Okay.
we never heard one way or the other. So,
Okay.
you know.
I'm just going based off of, I think it was last week it came out that you had said that if you were given more creative freedom, you would have stayed in Megadeth,
Absolutely, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What have you learned most from your time in Megadeth then? Like, how is the democracy in the band right now?
Well, that's exactly. I think one of the things that we've learned is to allow, everybody to create and to be their own individual. This band, you know what? With the people that we've assembled, it's like this band. If Matt wanted to put a frog noise in the next CD and he thought it was pertinent, we'd let him, because this band isn't about trying to make some big pop song or some huge release or something. It's about us and our creative freedom. So,
Okay. As I alluded to prior to the interview, I previously had asked Chris about his first instrument. Shawn, could you tell us about yours?
Yeah, I had the worst kit on earth.
Okay.
It's absolutely dreadful. I mean, I literally bought it from the only drummer in town who was a rock drummer. I bought it from him piece by piece, but what he had done was he took the lacquer coating off all of the drums, so it was basically bare wood, which I then stained and put a little piece of color tape at the bottom. And it was really awesome.
that would have went great with my guitar.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely horrifying, but you know what? I bought each piece. I think I was 13 or just turned 14. I was proud of that kit, man. I mean, I bought it piece by piece, and slowly I was able to go to Steve's Music down here in Montreal and buy a new bass drum pedal or a new cymbal. I mean, that was exciting stuff. And I earned that money. I wasn't a spoiled brat kid who got a $10,000 kit. I mean, of course I knew it sucked, but it's like
It was yours.
it was mine, and
Yeah.
and I was just super excited just to to learn. I mean, that's what I learned on that kit. So
Yeah.
I have pictures of it at home somewhere. It's pretty funny.
It's not locked in your parents' basement or anything?
The drum kit?
Yeah.
No, but hopefully somebody lit it on fire
Burned
somewhere.
it. Get into Henry a little bit, but speaking of your Montreal roots, when you were looking for candidates as a lead vocalist, did you ever look to perhaps Alyssa White, a fellow hometown girl?
No, we weren't really necessarily looking about where they lived. I mean,
No, but I mean just as a...
we just the singing, finding a singer was not really that easy. I mean, we had a bunch of names that popped up. Chris would recommend or say, hey, check this guy out or whatever, and where they lived, we probably didn't even know half of them at the time. It just so happened that when Henry was a serious contender, it ended up that he was from Atlanta, where I live now, and he lives in LA, like 10 minutes from Chris's house. So it was just a matter of kind of a convenient thing.
Okay.
But we could have took somebody from New York or Colorado, or we're looking for the best vocals we could find, regardless of where they live.
Well, I think you guys made a great choice because he brings a lot of dynamic.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
To
we
the
didn't want
sound.
a one-dimensional singer.
Right.
He has a lot of different vocal characters, and I really like that. I could say, hey, put this kind of death metal scream on it, or put this kind of weird thing, and he understands what we're saying, and he can do it, and that's kind of a cool thing to have.
Yeah, there's so many different vocal styles out there that will pigeonhole a band in a subgenre of metal. Was there anything in particular that you were looking for in a vocalist?
I think Yeah,
For me, it was just character, individualism.
Okay.
You know, besides that, I think, you know, I mean, all of us actually kind of sing in a way, you know. So if we needed a character that Henry couldn't reproduce, then, you know, Matt or Shawn or myself could do that as well. And then it was just lucky that Henry can do all of those different
Right.
kinds of voices. So it really worked out well for us.
The fact that somebody wants to put anybody in a subgenre or a box of any sort, to me, is a bunch of crap anyway. And I don't
Yeah.
really care what anybody says about that. You know, we have to like what we're doing, and the people that we're playing with. That's what matters to us. And if somebody wants to say, "Oh, he sings this way," so he's, you know, what do you? And how do you classify
Yeah.
King Diamond?
Right.
The
Right.
guy has 97 voices, and all of them are awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, I want, you know, we just wanted who we wanted to fit the music, because our
Right.
music is varied as well.
Yeah.
We don't just play speed metal. We don't just play traditional metal. We're kind of a hybrid of a lot of things. But to me, we're just a metal band with a metal singer.
Right.
I don't. The tags, that doesn't mean anything.
No.
That's,
Well, it's something that.
you can't avoid it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just roll along.
I myself am a big Megadeth fan. I was a big fan of you guys. I've seen you three or four times in Montreal. Thought it was fantastic every time. And I know you left first, and then like 2 days later you left. I mean, it shocked the metal community. And then your band is called Act of Defiance. Is there any relation to?
Not at all.
No. Okay.
No.
All the good names are taken. Judas Priest is taken. Iron
We,
Maiden's taken. So.
So we just started off with an online doc between Shawn and myself, just throwing names up there and stuff like that. And the one name that we really liked was Defiance. But we searched that name, and it's used every way from Sundays. So
Yeah.
we started thinking of phrases that would work really well with that, and that's how we ended up with Act of Defiance.
And then in general, what do you think of the fan response to the new band?
Everybody
They
goes-
hate us.
Yeah. Everybody
What?
goes to the shows.
Everybody hates.
Everybody who goes to the shows love it.
Okay.
That's the great thing.
Yeah.
You know? So we haven't had, you know, sucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We haven't had any of that yet going to our shows, which ultimately that's what we care about. We
Right.
want to play live, and we want to build a fan base the old school way. You know, being
Yeah.
blue collar grassroots, get out there and play every friggin' place we can play, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
When we went to friggin' Thunder Bay, Sudbury, and all that stuff. It's like.
Nobody
You know,
goes there.
most of the circuit, you know,
Yeah.
they go through and they bypass all that, go right to Toronto,
Yeah.
and Winnipeg. It's
Yeah.
like, screw that. We're gonna hit those places.
Yeah.
What a killer metal scene in Sudbury.
Oh,
Oh
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hard.
The nickel belt, huh?
Yeah.
Great. They loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
like
talked
old
to a couple
school.
of miners actually there. They're like, yeah, we work in the mine. You know,
Oh,
mining
okay,
nickel,
okay.
So
They were right in your face, like right up on the stage or headbang. It was like,
Yeah.
like old school friggin'. It's like, man, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
it's like a
badass.
warehouse party from hell.
Okay.
Yeah, a warehouse party from hell. I like that.